Welcome back to another episode of Beyond the Sold Sign Real Estate Unplugged. We are your hosts and favorite realtors, Naya
and Lauren,
and we are so excited to be back with you all for another week. So we have a listener who's written in. Let's see what they said.
Hi, I am finally prepared to make an offer on a house when I see the right one, and I've been told the market's competitive. And a seller might only consider offers with a waived inspection. I'm torn because I might love the house, but I don't want to make a huge mistake. Is waiving the inspection ever a good idea? I get it. I totally get it. I understand. Like, is it ever a good idea? Ever?
Yes. It can ever. If you, ever, like, there are so many scenarios in life. Yeah. So there may be a time where it is a good idea. On the day-to-day buyer, first-time home buyer, generally it's probably not the greatest idea to waive the inspection. Like investors and such.
Right. Like, they waive it.
So, for them, there's plenty of times it's a great idea to waive the inspection.
But for first-time home buyer...
Yeah, you're going to be living in the house.
It's rough. It's... Now...
Right. There's just so many things, right? Because there's people who were... back in 2020, sight unseen, because
you may not win the house. That's what it is. How bad do you want the house? You just may not get it. So you have to think to yourself, like when we go in to see the house and we go tour it, you have to say to yourself, do I love this house that much that I'm willing to like be okay with not getting an inspection? Or instead of waiving the inspection, if you're proactive, like we are, if you're proactive, you will get an inspection when we go do the showing. So we can do like a walk and talk. So you can waive the actual inspection, so it's not a contingency. Because what some people I feel like just may not know is waiving the inspection, waiving it or not waiving it, if it's a contingency, then that is where it can kind of get a little iffy, because the seller's like, if you don't like what the inspection comes back with, then you can get out of the deal.
Yeah.
But if you get the inspection and it's not contingent on moving forward, meaning you still have the inspection, but you do not have the opportunity to walk away, you just know what's going on with your house.
Right.
Then I would do that.
Yes.
Or do it before, or do it while we're at the showing.
Right.
So that you know what is going on, and you can make a decision on whether or not you even want to submit an offer for the house or not.
Yep. So I think it sounds like that might be the advantageous route for you if you are really concerned about winning a house and feeling like, oh my gosh, it's the only way. By not getting an inspection. You can have one, but like Lauren said, you can have it prior to in a walk and talk format, and that way you don't have to include that as a contingency, and you still have the peace of mind that you're probably looking for, especially as a first-time buyer.
Yeah.
So outside of that, you could, I'm gonna say this, but then I'm gonna say why it's not my favorite thing. My favorite option. You could get an inspection for information purposes and agree that you are like waiving asking for repairs, right? Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I guess that's the best way to say it.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't recommend
That's not your favorite?
It's not my favorite. Because
they be coming back.
It gets murky, gray areas. It doesn't end up being for information. I just feel like the informational purposes part, you got the information. It don't become, this was for informational purposes. It becomes, I have this information and now I want to do something about it. So
they're like, I'm not really fix this little thing. It's like, wait, you said this for informational purposes. Like, we had 3 other offers that didn't even get an inspection.
Yeah. Like, no. it has to be, if it's going to be for informational purposes, it has to be for informational purposes, and you're probably not going to like it that way.
Yeah.
So the walk and talk is the best. Is just, I would just go do that.
Cause I mean, you, in the market that we were in, I can't say we were in that competitive market right now. Yeah. We're just not. But, you know, a few months ago, yeah, like it may feel that way. Like, man, I have to go in and I have to go over asking, no inspection, waive all contingencies. But if you are working with someone who's very strategic and can maneuver some things like different ways, instead of you waiving the inspection, we'll say, hey, let's bring the inspector with us. Because at that point, if you're okay, or if you're not okay waiving the inspection, right? So you're going to pay $500-$600 to get the inspection. If you get the house, right? But if you decide to do the inspection while we're at the showing, you're going to end up paying, I don't know, for a walk and talk, like $350. Now, some buyers may say, well, I don't want to pay that money if I don't know that I want the house, or I don't know that I'm going to get it. Okay. I understand. But if you know you love that house, you're like, man, I know I'm going to write on it. It's the location I want. It's the size I want. Everything that I want. And the inspection came back like okay with the walk and talk. I feel like it just makes sense to put that investment there, so that way you can actually get the house, because you may not even have an opportunity to get it if you try to go in not waiving inspections.
You want to make yourself the one that's making it competitive. Right. So that's the way that you do that.
Yeah.
And like Lauren said, right now, honestly, I wouldn't say that the market is that competitive, like
no, not
where buyers are not getting offers accepted with inspections. But yes, in the case that, you know, that home or that neighborhood is showing more interest and more competition, you know, wherever you're looking, then that's a tool that you can use to win.
I agree. And last thing, sorry, I just want to say, like, the amount of money that you could end up spending by not getting an inspection, that's a worry. That's everybody's worry, right? Like, you go in and you're like, man, I decided to skip the inspection, but I won the house. But now I got $15,000 worth of stuff that I need to do. So be strategic about it and be proactive, right? Get the inspection while you're at the showing, so you knock it out all at once. We normally get like 30 to 45 minutes here in the DMV area for a showing. That's more than enough time for an inspector to come in at the same time, do the walkthrough, and then give you some information about it. You won't get a report, but you're also only paying $350 instead of paying $15,000 because you don't know what's going on.
Exactly.
The inspection.
So great option. Just to add one more layer, if in the event, this is a great option for getting an inspection, not getting an inspection, just having a home in general. But in the event that you ever make the choice to waive an inspection, or you do the walk and talk, this would still be a good layer to add, but get a home warranty for the home so that you still have like protection on those major appliances. Some home warranties have certain roof coverages as well. So that can also add an extra layer of like peace and protection on top of an inspection or not an inspection.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, home warranties. They're my go-to. I love them.
Yes. Okay. So great question. Should you or should you not waive the inspection? We hope that you feel like you know which way to go based on the tools and information that we have shared. Thanks for joining us for another episode. Be sure that you like, comment, subscribe, share this episode. We are on YouTube, all podcast platforms, as well as Instagram. So be sure to connect with us there. Have a great week.